Now Braven Powell on 3rd and 3. He's got Padilla behind him. That's who he'll give the ball to, and he'll be met immediately. Doesn't gain a yard. A strong performance right there. The main tackler there, Brock Ryder, the defensive lineman, and the junior able to bring him down and set up a 4th and 3. Now, I believe Gardner-Edgerton's about to go for it because that is what they love to do. They don't like to kick it away this far, but Gardner-Edgerton definitely has the keys to what they need to do right here, but it's going to be difficult on 4th and 3. They're definitely going to have a couple hard counts here.
Yeah, like you said, Josiah, they love to run the ball, too, on 4th down. They can do that tush-push. They've been getting 4 or 5 yards out of it is huge right now. They're
not afraid to do it. As a fake handoff, it's going to be a pass instead, and it's a completed pass to Van Lipperg into the 10-yard line. A 4th down completion for Braven Powell. It's about time, and he is more than happy at that moment. That is when he got turned around, and he finally got the completion. A great execution on that play for Braven Powell.
Huge play by the Blazers right there, especially moving it up the field, hopefully getting a score out of this play. Like you said earlier, passing the ball is huge for them to open up the offense.
Now the ball sits at the 11-yard line, 1st and 10, with the line of gain just a yard short of that blue-painted end zone, their goal this entire evening. Braven Powell in his favorite formation. This time he'll hand it off on the outside. It's going to be a quick, very short run for Padilla, who's brought down by this Lancers defense. Now, on that 4th down play, I just want to go back to it for a second. The Lancers believed what you said, that he was just going to run it up the middle like Braven Powell as one of their favorite options. But then their defense got so drawn in that the passing game was open, and that's what resulted in the 4th down conversion.
Yeah, great play call right there by the Blazers. Way to know what they were looking for, especially since they've done it so many times on 4th down earlier in this game.
Now, it's going to be a run up the middle, trying to drive himself forward as Padilla, and he'll be brought down right around the 5-yard line with 7 minutes on the clock. And we'll see where the ball is officially placed, but it looks like it's going to be a 3rd and about a yard to go. Now 3rd and 2, the ball placed on the 4-yard line. Blazers trying to get the first score of this evening. Just over 6.5 minutes remaining in the first half, and we haven't seen any offense yet. 2 very good performances in this first half from defenses. Again, 3rd and 2, ball placed at the 4-yard line. Gardner trying to get their first touchdown of the night. Powell diving through, will grab the touchdown. Powell diving through the A-gap, able to grab the first score of the evening for Gardner-Edgerton, and the Blazers are on top.
That's exactly what Gardner was looking for going into the second half, going into halftime, having a good lead right here. Let's see how they respond on defense and how the Lancers can respond on offense if they can make something happen in 6 minutes.
Now Jensen Honey out to kick. He was the hero of the Choctaw game, nailing multiple kicks all evening, and he will remain perfect here in his return to his home. A 7-0 lead for the Blazers as they grab the first score of the evening. And it was about time, honestly. Let's be completely honest, because these defenses have shown up tonight. And Shawnee Mission East, on the offensive side, on the defensive side, obviously have things to fix because they just scored on you. But on the offensive side, there's a little pressure here. Time to return the favor and see what they can do as they come back out here.
Definitely a lot of pressure on the Lancers. Hopefully they can make something happen, make this a nice, close, competitive ball game, keep it going, put some more pressure on the Trailblazers going into the second half.
Now the question for Shawnee Mission East is who is going to step up in the running game? When you're missing Nate Phillips, your primary scorer, he's got 6 touchdowns rushing, and he had 2 in that first half. Who knows what would have happened if he hadn't gotten injured? Who do you have to step up in place of him? And they've got multiple options. The question is, who will do the one that's stepping up? Now Honey preparing to kick it away to this Lancers return unit. And it's going to be the first that we see of them tonight. Following a couple punts, but now a score. And the kick from Honey will go well into the end zone. We have a touchback, and that's where Shawnee Mission East will start with the ball. Now, Jack Reeves, a lot of strong runs this evening at the quarterback position, but on the outside, he's had a little bit of success, and he's had some struggles as well. The question is right now, can his blocking really step up for him? what do they need to do specifically against this big void defense in Gardner-Edgerton to try to grab that leverage in those blocks?
I think they need to break past that secondary. Like say, Nate Phillips in these past weeks, looking at his film, it seems like he's had a lot of really big explosive plays down the field that have got him a lot of big scores. Not necessarily them working it down the field time and time again on certain plays. They need to make something happen.
Now 6:23 on the clock remaining in this first half. In this second quarter, a score from Gardner-Edgerton broke the tie of 0. Now Shawnee Mission East trying to return the favor, as Reeves will be met very quickly by blue jerseys, sent to the ground, ball comes out, but after the whistle, and the Gardner-Edgerton defense makes a statement quickly that they are not going anywhere right at that middle.
Yeah, Reeves met by 5 or 6 Trailblazers right there. Like say, earlier in the game, big line from the Blazers.
Yeah, they've got a strong team, and the funny thing is they've only got 2 returners from that state championship defense from last year, a very inexperienced defense, only 2 returners. And the question is who could step up on the defensive side, but we've seen it. They've had some very, very bright moments, but they haven't always been able to keep up with opposing offenses. We'll get to that in a second, but first, Reeves with a 2nd and 9, now trying to get some type of higher leverage. This time he'll run it, and he will burst through for a couple of yards and bring it to the 25-yard line, 25-yard line with 5:30 on the clock moving forward, now a 3rd down.
Great job right there by Reeves and all the blockers on the Lancers side of the ball. They made their way for him. They made the path. That's exactly what they need. And then if he breaks past that secondary, hopefully he can get some big explosive plays, especially with 5 minutes to go on the clock.
Caleb Dewey, the all-state defensive back / linebacker for the Gardner-Edgerton defense, was the man that brought him down. 2 runs from Reeves on the first 2 downs. We'll see if they go to that again. And instead, they're going to opt for a Reeves pass. He's just going to toss it up in the air. A defender in the area and an interception for Gardner-Edgerton High School. Dominique Tony with the interception past midfield, and Gardner will get the ball back after a turnover on the interception.
Big turnover right there. And with 4 minutes and 54 seconds, they could score again, and they could be up by 2 scores going into the half. That's huge for the Blazers. Big mistake right there by the Lancers.
And it isn't just the Tony interception that's important right there. It starts with the pressure from the defensive line. We already talked about it. But the biggest thing right there was that Reeves rolled out to the right. He might have been thinking about throwing it shorter, but he saw a man and was hit, or at least the pressure coming in on him, forced him to just toss it up in the air. That was not a direct throw. That was a looping throw, and it was easily picked off by Tony.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And it looked like he was trying to force something to happen, make something happen, especially with pressure on him, and the defense might have been smart to just throw the ball away.
A score and a turnover puts Gardner-Edgerton with the complete leverage of momentum behind them. Now Powell looking to pass. He has a man deep. It's going to be Chartier who catches the ball, taken down right at the end zone. And we're going to see a touchdown from Tim Chartier. First play from Braven Powell, and he goes deep for the touchdown.
And just like that, Josiah, big turnover, like say. Great ball there by Powell, right in the arms of Chartier, moving down the field. Great spot, great find. And like say, they've been running the ball all game so far. That was kind of a surprise for the Lancers.
A quick 2 plays, a turnover, and they take advantage of it immediately. Now Honey to kick it through the goalposts, and he will. A 14-0 lead for Gardner-Edgerton High School. We'll take a break. Gardner-Edgerton leading by 14.